Hi, my name is Charline Maher, and I'm a marketing manager with Corwin.
And I'm Dan Alpert. I'm a program director with Corwin. And we're here to talk about a new book by Jon Saphier called High Expectations Teaching.
High Expectations Teaching is focused on the behaviors and daily routines that teachers can use to help students believe in themselves and their ability to grow.
We're trying to set a culture of high expectation for students. We are trying to convince students or persuade students that smart is something you can get.
And we're doing this by not only explicitly telling students about our beliefs and high expectations for them, but also incorporating these messages into everything that we do in the classroom, from the phrases and words we use when we're delivering instruction, to the classroom routines that we set up, and to the strategies that we use to encourage students to have agency.
Oftentimes, teachers are not necessarily aware or conscious of the languaging that they use in their interactions with students. And sometimes that choice of language can either reinforce the belief in a student that he or she is capable of meeting a particular goal, or conversely, can make them think otherwise. The author spends a lot of time dissecting the language that teachers use in the classroom. The book has analyses of actual dialogue between students and teachers, often with accompanying video, so that the reader can study the language and actively critique the language and learn from it.
These methods are especially useful for students from low-income backgrounds, students of color, and other students who might be marginalized or underserved and may have been receiving messages throughout their school career about their abilities.
The book has an explicit equity theme, and in fact, the beginning of the book dissects the myth of intelligence in this country. It talks about how, at a time when schools really had taken on a factory model, where the part of the purpose of schools was to really sort between students who were gifted, students who were high ability students, and then at the other end of the spectrum, students who in fact might go into manufacturing jobs. There was an effort made to try to quantify intelligence, and the book details the uses and abuses of IQ tests, and then proceeds to debunk that myth in the second chapter. Even though these are foundational chapters in some way, to me they're really the most important chapters in the book, because they really get the reader to think critically about their own assumptions about which students are best equipped for college, for example, and instead to really work towards that culture of high expectation and to find different ways of getting students to believe in themselves and in their own potential.